Hi, Captain Weaver.
Hello, son.
You are employed by the United States government?
I am.
You are a captain for the United States Cavalry?
I am.
You're in command of many men, aren't you?
Quite a few, yes.
You routinely give orders, right?
Routinely, yes.
That's part of your job as captain, right? To give orders?
Well, yes.
Your men, they follow your orders, don't they?
They know what's good for them, they do.
Your men respect you, don't
You're damn right they do.
they? If your men don't follow your orders, there's severe consequences, right?
Oh, yes.
In fact, the man that doesn't follow your orders would be very unpopular with the men who do follow your orders, right?
I can't tell you, son. I've never had that problem. My men follow orders.
Captain Weaver, I'd like to go to the date of October 28th at about 5 p.m.
Okay.
On that date, you and your men were currently pursuing Chief Red Cloud, right?
We were.
You had been pursuing Red Cloud for a long time, right?
Yes, we were.
Your horses were tired, weren't they?
They were, yes.
You rode into a town called Agalala on that day, right?
Silly name for a town, but sure.
That was the only town you rode into on that day?
That is correct, yes.
The main purpose of going to Agalala was to procure supplies to replenish your troops, as well as get fresh horses, right?
Well, yeah, horses and whores. That's what we were looking for.
Immediately upon entering the town, you came across a group of cowboys, right?
Yeah, bunch of sissies.
One of the cowboys was grooming his horse, right?
Yeah.
You knew that was his horse, right?
It appeared to be.
At that point, you told that cowboy that you were taking his horse, right?
Something like that.
Well, you told him that his horse was going to now be your horse, right?
Something along those lines, sure.
Well, you told that cowboy that that horse was going to no longer be his, right?
Well, I have the power to requisition.
You were requisitioning his horse, weren't you?
I was.
You told him and didn't ask, did you?
Well, why the hell would I need to ask?
You don't need to ask when you requisition a horse, do you?
Well, no. I'm with the United States Cavalry, son.
In fact, as a captain, you can just take whatever you want, right? If it's for the United States military.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'd like to talk now about one of the men in your command. Do you have a scout named Dixon?
Yeah, Dixon's a good man.
He was with you on that day when you had the confrontation with the cowboy, right?
He was.
The cowboy resisted your demand for his horse, right?
Yeah, can you believe that?
At which point, Dixon took it upon himself to get the horse from the cowboy, right?
I wouldn't go that far. They were just negotiating.
The negotiation that Dixon was using was not polite, was it?
Well, rarely in this business do we get the opportunity to be polite.
Dixon spit on the cowboy, didn't he?
I didn't see anything like that.
The cowboy was standing in front of Dixon, wasn't he?
Sure.
Dixon was on his horse, wasn't
Yes, indeed.
Dixon struck the cowboy with the back of his hand.
Well, at some point, I believe that's how the confrontation ended.
The cowboy didn't strike Dixon, did he?
No, not that I know of.
At which point, you told your men to grab the horse, right?
Well, sure.
At which point, another cowboy grabbed the reins of the horse, didn't he?
Yeah, can you believe that? The nerve.
That cowboy was also resisting, wasn't he?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he was resisting.
He was saying, "No, sir, this horse isn't for sale," right?
Yeah, he was whining about something.
Whatever he was whining about, he kept repeating the same thing, right?
I don't know. I guess.
Dixon further attempted his negotiations, right?
That's right. Good negotiator, Dixon.
Dixon wasn't asking for the horse, was he?
Well, maybe not within the strict sense of the word.
Dixon wasn't trying to explain why he wanted the horse, right?
Well, when a man's engaged in negotiations, it's kind of hard to dissect all of the interactions that are taking place.
Dixon was still on his horse at this point, right?
Yeah, he might have been.
And the cowboy was trying to take the horse away from Dixon, right? He's trying to walk away with the horse.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Dixon was pursuing the cowboy with his whip, whipping the cowboy, right?
I wouldn't say whipping, more like a nice brushing.
The cowboy was screaming out in pain, wasn't he?
You can't put much stock in that. That's what the cowboys do. They whine.
It was important to get horses that day, wasn't it?
Sure. Imperative to the mission.
You didn't get that horse, did you, at the end of the day?
No, we didn't.
No further questions?
7.